Hey guys, welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. I hope you're having a great day. Today what we're doing is actually going over another money method in this game. Now, I've already gone over two different ones and they both work incredibly well. However, this one's kind of just a test. I've never actually personally done it myself. So you and I, we're going to go over it together and see if it actually works. Now, it kind of has to do with the auction house at the same time as the car mastery page. So for those of you who don't know, each individual car has actually some perks attached to it where you can spend some of the points you get from skills on these perks, and it just gives you little bonuses here and there for whatever you need. Now we'll jump right into it. Going over to the pause menu, if you go all the way over to cars and car mastery, there's 16 perks for this car, and I'm actually focusing on the Formula Drift cars in specific for this video. Now, as you can see at the bottom, I have 256 available points. I've been able to get all the way up here, especially with the Forza-thons that have been popping up, where you have to get 7 million skill points, or 2 million, or 5 million. These points just add up crazy. So what we're doing is actually spending all these points today. And for the Formula Drift cars, if you notice on the top left-hand side, the money symbol here, basically you get 300,000 credits for getting this perk. So there's 4 different ones that we have to go through. This one costs 1, this one's 3, so we're up to 4, this one's 5, so we're up to 9, and then this one's 10, so we're up to 19. So every 19 points that you spend on these cars gives you 300,000 credits. So you could imagine with 256 available points, we can get quite a bit of money. Now, notice the money at the top right. I have 9.6 million credits. So by the end of this, we'll see what we've gone up and how much profit we've actually made from doing this. So with the Formula Drift cars, you actually get 6 with this pack, 6 different cars. Now, once we do all 6 of these cars, we're going to switch over to the auction house and we're going to start buying them as cheap as possible and doing this as well. It doesn't make sense to go on the auction house and start buying them for 300,000 credits, because then we're not making any money, we're just wasting points. So we have to buy it as little as possible, and we can still maybe make like 250,000 credits. So let's go ahead and actually try this right now. I haven't done this with any of these cars, so we'll go through every single one. Then we'll jump to the auction house, we'll buy those cars, and then we will do the same process. So all you have to do to buy them is push A and unlock perk, and then that will become available. These don't disappear. They're there for that car forever. However, if I buy this exact same car, so now I have 2 of them, that next car has all the perks available for it as well. So it doesn't turn over to the next car, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm talking about. So we'll go ahead and we'll just do this now. It's kind of annoying because these points did take a long time to get, but honestly, I don't really use the perks for the cars that I enjoy. There's no really need to use them, so I'm happy with doing this. So I've just done that. I got 300,000 from that. We'll actually go down here to change car, because we're going to do all 6 of the ones that we actually have, and then we'll go see what these things are worth on the auction house. Now, I think they're pretty cheap just because they are free cars in this game, and they all look so cool too. So I'm happy with getting multiples of those. I'll probably end up flipping them, but there's cool designs for every single one that you can get. There's going to be a lot of loading in this game, but I just kind of want to see if you can actually profit off of this. Of course you can, but I just want to see how much. So I've been playing the game, like not crazy amounts, but enough to get that many points. So later on in the future, if I get that many again, I'll probably do the exact same thing just to get some cash. So I just ended up buying a Bugatti Veyron for my last video, so if you haven't seen that video, make sure to go check it out. I'll link it down below. But I was over 11 million, but I have to get to like 20 million so I can buy the second castle available. I really want that castle compared to the one I have. So we'll go through this just a little bit more. It's very straightforward. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. I'll try and answer them as best as possible. I've seen this method a little bit going around online, but hopefully by me doing it, I can kind of spread it to you guys in case you don't know about it yet. I know the last 2 money-making methods have been really good and successful for a lot of people. So if you guys have not seen those ones as well, then I'll link those below and at the end of the video as well. But that's just more spending money to make money. and then the other one's actually becoming a legendary painter, where you can start selling like super exotic cars, or exclusive cars, sorry, for high amounts. And that's what we need to do. That's how you make the most amount of money, is when you can sell a car for like 10-20 million credits. Then you're laughing, especially when you find the cars for like 200 grand, which you can. Some of those cars being the Colorado ZR2, the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, the brand new one, the 812 Superfast. These sort of cars are super exclusive. You can't really find them on the auction house. So if you do, and you can find them at a super cheap price, then you definitely want to pick it up right away. But I'll actually be giving some of those exclusive cars away very, very soon. There'll be videos to come on that. That way you guys can know exactly how you guys can win these cars. But I'm not really doing anything with them, and honestly I have a couple in the garage, so I might as well give them away, and hopefully you guys can make some money or enjoy the cars. I know this week for the Forzathon, make sure you're doing the Forzathon challenges, by the way, because this week the Porsche just came out yet again for the second time. So I'm sure they'll do that with most of the cars, but a lot of people didn't get it, and it's still not really on the auction house. So it is still an exclusive car, so you definitely want to get your hands on one of those and, again, sell it for money or keep it because it's just a badass car. So we have a couple more to do. I think we have 2 or 3 more to do, and then we'll head over to the auction house. We'll see what they go for. And like I said before, you don't really want to spend, I think 100 grand would be the cap on spendings for these cars. I don't think you really want to go more than 100,000. Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting your time. If anything under 200 grand is not worth it. Most of the time with the cars that you can actually buy and flip, you can make like 600 to 800,000. But if you're only making 200,000 per car that you do this for, then it's honestly not worth it. But we still have 160 points left, so we still have quite a few cars to do. I think that's 8 more cars we can do if it costs 19 per car. So what car have we not done? I don't think we've done this one or this one. We've only done 4, eh? That's crazy. It feels like we've done more. But I think we're at like 10.9 million, I think. Let's take a look. So we've probably made like 1.3 million if we've done 4. Or 1.2 million, sorry. Let's go over to cars, car mastery. Yeah, no, I haven't done this one. I thought this was the one I started with, but it's not. Couple more perks here. And if you don't want to do this, you want to spend your points on the perks, like some of them are very beneficial, especially if you're doing the skills challenge in a certain car where you have to get 7 million skills. Then some of these actually increase your skill multiplier to 7. And then this one right in the bottom corner here, it's a lot. It costs 25, but basically it allows you 2 big collisions before your skill chain actually breaks. So that's a huge one too, because if you have, let's say 100,000 times the 7, so 700,000 skills, and then you crash and it's all gone, that is definitely a pain. So that actually came in handy for me a couple times now, and anytime I'm ever doing that challenge, I always just buy it on whatever car I'm using. So next up is the BMW 325i. We'll jump in this car. It's actually a really cool car. And we'll finish up with these skills, and then we'll head over to the auction house. Lots of loading during this process, so trying to keep you guys entertained at the same time, but there's not too much to talk about. This is very straightforward. I could have probably even just fast forward through the entire thing, but there's no excuse not to know what I'm talking about, because as you can see, my money at the top has been going up, and all I'm doing is buying these perks and getting this very top one for 300,000 credits, which is a lot of money in this game. So we now have 123 available points left. We don't have any more cars to actually do this with, so we have to go buy at least, I can do it 6 more times, so 6 cars. So we'll go buy another 6. I probably won't show you the entire process of doing it again because you guys already understand what to do. But what I will do is at least go to the auction house. We'll show you how much these cars are worth. Then we'll buy a couple and then show you what we can get them for. So let's jump right into it here. I don't know if you guys have seen the new expansion come into this game, but I'm so excited. One of the cars is the Lamborghini Urus, in that car. I was looking forward to so much to come to this game. I actually made a video on that as well, asking or hoping that they would bring that car to this game, so I'm super stoked for that. So what I do to get the best prices on the auction house, I don't really care about the max buyout because I've already gone in and taken a look at what the lowest is, and it's 165,000. So I don't want to spend that, but because these are very, very not rare cars, like very common cars, they don't sell for a lot at a minimum buy or a bid. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put max bid because I don't want to spend any more than 100 grand. I'm going to put that up to 100,000. Going to go confirm, and then it'll show me all the very lowest ones with the lowest amount of time. As you can see, none of these have a high bid right now. It's just start bid of 30 grand. So that's what I'm going to spend on these cars. Doesn't matter which one I buy. I'm going to buy 6 different ones at 30 grand. So I'm going to spend 180k. Actually failed on that one. Let's see if we can get this one. I don't know why it failed there, but there we go. That one was accepted. And I should win every single one of these. If I don't, then that's going to be an absolute pain. I find bidding on them is just so frustrating, especially with cars that people want. Like, it's very, very frustrating bidding on them and getting outbid, and then by the end of it, you have no idea you've been outbid. So then they just win the car, or other people win the car. So we have been outbid on one, which I'm not really worried about. Again, this is just more for fun and trying to just kind of fill you in on what to do. Now, I am getting outbid on quite a few. So you know what? We're going to bid up to 40,000 per car. I'm very surprised I'm actually getting outbid. That one I failed on, and this one, hopefully we are successful. You have to be super quick, especially when it's getting into that ending soon state. You want to be super quick so you can actually win the car. But anyway, 30 grand, 40,000, in around that range you can get these cars for. Let's just confirm, make sure we win a couple. So we've won 2 so far, one for 38,000, one for 30,000. So we'll collect them, and I'll do it with one other car. That way you can see that even though I got this car already, you can actually do it with the same cars over and over and over again. So I'll just actually collect one. We'll actually jump in that car. I ended up winning, I don't know if you saw at the bottom right, I ended up winning another one. But let's go over to, where is it? Right here. It's a sweet design on this car too. That's why I love the Formula Drift cars, is every single design, like so many of them, look incredible on the car. Like, these are sweet looking cars. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That's insane. It's a pure race car, man. It's pure drift car. Alright, so we'll exit the garage here. We'll go over to that car mastery page again. And for those of you, again, who don't know how to get there, all you do is go into your pause menu here, go all the way over to cars, and car mastery is the very top one. So click that. As you can see, they're all available still. I have 11.6 million credits, so I've made 2 million credits so far, and this will put me up to 2.3 million that I've been able to win. If you guys don't have the points, don't worry, it's not a big deal. Just go around, drive around, increase your skills, and get those points. It will take quite a while. I like just doing it with the Forzathons, if that's the Forzathon that's available. I like doing it because you're already doing it, so you might as well get those points. But there you go. I ended up getting another 300 grand, no problem, and I have another car now. I could probably throw this up for 30 grand or 38 grand, whatever it was, and maybe sell it, but there's no guarantees. Sometimes they won't sell. But either way, I mean, 30,000 credits is not that big of a deal when I actually profited 270,000. So anyway, guys, that's it for this money-making method. Turns out it does work. So that's the third one that is available for you guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button. Any questions, let me know down below. Any comments or anything like that. And then make sure you guys are subscribed. We just hit 8,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for that. Anyway, until next time, I'm out. I will see you guys on the next one.